Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, back with me Anzalina Salsabila, and I will share with you how to write a successful fanfiction. Fanfiction is good for passing time, getting off, or if you are an especially auspicious writer of it, earning a ton of money. Fanfiction is also a great way to become a better writer, as you already have characters to start with. The more you write, the better you'll be at it. One of the worst things you can do is not improve your writing and keep writing crappy self-insert. Before you complain that there's nothing about original characters here, I have a ton of tutorials specifically about creating original characters for certain fandoms, and I'm working on some more. Write about celebrities, movies, or characters you love, but make sure your subject has a mass appeal. But in this context, you must prove you are a true fan, because in fanfiction, readers will judge whether or not the character fits. Even if the writer uses artist or idol visual, if the story doesn't meet fanfiction standards, it will still be labeled as original fiction. Second, don't spend too much time coming up with most original story ever. Just start writing. The success of your story doesn't depend on reinventing the wheel. It depends on you putting your work out there. Try to spend time on your story. Don't rush your story to have it out by a certain time. Give it a thought and time. No work on genius was made in a half an hour. Third, assume your readers have read or seen or played the series. You don't need to put a big into on who all the characters are, except for your original characters or what happened in the real world. If you keep readers on the edge of their seats or establish an exciting alternate universe, meaning you explore what might happen if key change were made to characters' exciting story, your readers will stick with you. The most important thing is be original. It's easy to fall into overused plot. Read some other fanfictions. If you find any plots that you think are used too much, don't use them. Stop it. You could also go on forums to see what plots others think are overused. More people will wanna read your fanfiction if it's about something they've never read before, instead of something they've seen a million times. And no matter what, don't steal the work of others. They work hard on it, and not for you to take credit. Don't forget to update regularly. It doesn't need to be every day, but it doesn't need to be on a set schedule. Figure yours out and stick to it. Try to avoid OOC. Make the OC just the way people are. Most fans of any character like to read said character with the same personality they came with. Use spell check, because using the correct spelling greatly affects the comfort of reading. Don't forget this one. If you want people to take your fanfiction seriously, try to write in the normal story form. It must be easier to read and makes you seem a lot less lazy. It's very important to figure out the plot first. Decide on how you'd like your story to start and end before you start writing it. You can figure out the middle as you are writing it. If you don't know how it's gonna end when you start it, you run the risk of writing a plotless ship story. Ninth, learn to take criticism. Criticism will help you improve, but sadly, not enough people can take it. If it's a flame, yes, you can be made. But if it's true criticism, take it as a compliment that the person took the time out of their day to try and help you. Everyone respects the beginner who knows that they can improve more than the elitist who thinks they're perfect and refuses to try and improve. Tenth is avoid overexposure. It's perfectly fine to post your stories on one or two other websites to get them out there, but put a limit on it. A lot of people have accounts on many fanfiction sites, so they're gonna get bored of your story if they see it on many sites. And the last is flaunt your stat to agent and publisher. After all this work, you think the sheer popularity of your fiction might be enough to attract a publisher. Now, go build your network and most important thing, start writing. Thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.